Hello, welcome to Ken's Cardboard. Hope you're having a great week ahead here. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about my path on to collecting Bo Jackson, and I'll pick up and talk a little bit about my Bo Jackson collection and some of my favorite cards of Bo Jackson, and a card that I just picked up. So back when I first started collecting cards, I was collecting sets. I started in 1978 and opening packs then. 1979 was really the first year I opened a lot of packs, and I put that set together as well as a 1980 set. I had a bunch of 1981 cards and 82 cards, and 83 cards. 83 was my favorite set that I ever put together. 1984, I think I had a bunch of sets then as well. But then in 1985, I was 14 years old. I was in middle school, and I used to go to the library every day. And at that time, Pete Rose was on his path to being the hit king, to collect the most hits. And I became a Pete Rose collector at that time, and I was really focused on learning about him and collecting his cards. And so slowly I was picking up cards from the 70s, and occasionally I picked up a card from the 60s. And, I'd spend all my allowance money on my Pete Rose cards and, picking up packs and stuff like that. And once Pete Rose broke the record in 1985, then, his career was winding down, and he was just beginning the end of his career. As it became 1986, he was he was a manager and first baseman for the Reds at that time. So I needed a new player to collect, and that player became Bo Jackson. And in 1985, Bo Jackson had just started with the Royals. Actually, no, I don't think he played at all in '85. I think he started in '86. Was his first. Yeah, '86 was his first year playing with Kansas City, and I was fascinated by him. I was a young kid, and he's the greatest player ever. I mean, I was a football fan and a baseball fan at the time, and I started collecting his cards. I had one autograph baseball in that time, and actually I don't think I had any autograph baseballs at that time. I really wanted his autograph, and I tried sending in a baseball in a box to Bo Jackson to get it signed, but it never came back. It just disappeared. I don't know what happened to it, but one of those days later, I ended up going to like a memorabilia store or somewhere. I can't remember exactly where I bought it, but I got this signed baseball, Bo Jackson. This is on older baseball from when they had two different they had American League president and a National League president. This is Bobby Brown. So great looking baseball that I have. Remember these old stands here? I've had this forever since 1986, probably 87. Put this rookie card in there. That's not my favorite card of Bo Jackson. Off the camera there, but it's still a nice card to have. The '86 Donruss traded there. In 1986 was the first year I opened a complete box of cards. Got this Pete Rose card out of there, I'm pretty sure. Bo Jackson wasn't in that set, but he did have the '86 traded card there. So when I opened a box of '87 Topps, I saw this card in there, like, wow, that's like the prettiest card I've seen. With the rainbow on here and the wood grain borders and nice action shot. I just love that card. It became one of my favorite cards that I wanted to collect, that I collect in my collection. And later on, I picked up a few cards that were kind of parallels to that. But this is my binder pages from when I was. I actually replaced the pages with better pages, but this is my Bo Jackson collection from when I was, a teenager. Got the 88, 89, 90, 91 Topps up to 92 Topps here when he was with the White Sox. Here's the 88 Fleer, 89 Fleer. Obviously, you know all these. I got 90. I stopped collecting cards in about 1992, so that's kind of like where my collection kind of ended with Bo Jackson. Got the 87 Donruss there, both the rookies and the rated rookie. Got up to 91 Donruss. Another one of my favorite cards was this 88 Score. That was first year for Score. 89, 90, 91, and then Upper Deck. Love the Upper Deck, 89 Upper Deck, classic, one of my favorite sets all time. Cut this card out of the Legends magazine, hand cut it myself. Not too bad, I might say. 1991. He was already with the White Sox there. Here's my football card collection of Bo Jackson. His rookie there. Score. Pacific. I opened a lot of Pacific. 1989 Score. 90 Fleer. Maybe I don't have an 89 Fleer. A little bit, a couple other baseball cards. I picked up more pages of Bo Jackson, filled up a binder of a bunch of other cards since then. But those were the main pages I had of Bo Jackson when I was a kid. One card I never picked up and I tried many years was this, this card here. 1990 Score, black and white football, baseball card. When I first got back into collecting 2019, this is one of the first cards I bought because I never had this card. So I added that to that's one of my favorite Bo Jackson cards. Then I picked up this card here, the Tiffany version of one of my favorite cards of all time. So I added that beauty to my collection. I'll say goodbye to Pete Rose here. Put that card up there. And then my buddy Shane over at Shoebox Legends, who collects buybacks, he reminded me that there's probably a buyback of this card here as well. So I did find that one, and it was great. It was graded a 6, I think. I cracked it out. Like, I don't care what the grade of this, but this is the Rediscover Topps in the copper color there, bronze or whatever we call it, and cracked it out of that and put it into this One Touch against the same card. It was a 6.5. I put it in the back here. It was a CSG. Nice little awesome gum stain on the back. That's probably one of the reasons why I Surface 5.5. I really like the CSG that does that. I wish they would get more love in the hobby. Maybe they will here shortly because I like their slabs and stuff. So picked up the Rediscover Topps as well. When I was at the Toronto Expo about a year ago, I picked up this from '89. This is Topps Archive Signature Series. Hard to read there. You can see it up in the right. Got a little stamp there from 2023, 1989 Bo Jackson autograph. This is my second Bo Jackson autograph. Slightly changed over the years, but probably authentic. This is numbered 8 out of 9. So picked up that. That's one of my favorites. Actually, I traded my Bo Bichette PSA 10 Kaboom for this card. That I don't know if you know, but Bo Bichette was named after Bo Jackson, according to Dante Bichette, his father. I then looked for a archive signature series of the 1987 card. I picked up that card here. So here is that Archive Signature Series. This is from 2022. Archive Signature Series there. See it? This is numbered out of 38. So I got, the base, the buyback, the autograph from Archive Signature Series, and the Tiffany. So there might be some more parallels of this card out there. I don't know if there are, but yeah, picked up all of those. So those are some of my favorite Bo Jackson cards. I started looking for, on-card autographs are pretty cool. I also like patch cards. So I picked up this Memorable Materials from, I think this is Topps Reserve. Topps Tribute. Super shiny card. Love the powder blue there. This is not from 1989, but that was kind of, one of Bo Jackson's great seasons there. Tribute to him. Miles and Memories edition. So another one of my favorite cards. I like shiny cards too, so I was watching Brent Richards' channel, and he showed some stuff called All-Time Fan Favorites of Nolan Ryan, and I looked up that set and was like, maybe there's a Bo Jackson card, and sure enough, there are, and there's one that's out there that I'm looking for right now, but this is from 1990 Topps. I can go back to my 1990 here. Here's the original image from 1990 on there, but then they put a different action image here for this all-time fan favorites. This is from 2013, I believe. If I can read this. I can't read it. But this is numbered out of 299. Yeah, beautiful looking card. Love the refractor shine. And there, the stippling in the back. Topps did a great job on this card. One of my favorites. Bo Jackson. I recently saw the craze about Michael Jordan and other players in the Star Series, and so I remember getting the Star cards back in the day, and or see them at the local card shop, and so I picked up Bo's first Star card here. This is the Bo Jackson Kansas City Bomber. This card number 1 of 12 of the first series. Even though it says 1984 Star Company, this is 1988 Star. There was a 12 card series. I have all that complete set for that. And recently I picked up this card here. So Upper Deck back in, I don't think the 1989, but 1990, I believe they had their first subset, and that was the Baseball Heroes. Upper Deck finally lost their license in 2010, I believe it is. And they didn't produce cards anymore. And that was a sad story. Lost their license. Major League Baseball gave their license only to Topps at that point. So I picked up this card here. Congratulations, you have received a Bo Jackson Game Used baseball card. On the front of this card is a piece of memorabilia that has been certified to us as having been used in an official Major League Baseball game. We hope you enjoy this piece of MLB history as we continue to keep you as close as we can get. So in 2008, you can see here, Baseball Heroes. I picked up this card, which I didn't even know existed because I wasn't collecting at the time. Named 1989, Bo Jackson was named the MLB All-Star Game MVP. And got a nice little jersey swatch there with 2-color. Got the powder blue and the white patch. And these are numbered out of 25. It's a tiny little patch, but I think it fits well with the card design. I like the light blue background as well. So this is my latest Bo Jackson pickup. And a little story about how I started collecting Bo. Thanks for watching, everybody, and have a great day and a great week. Peace.